I ran 12 marathons in 12 months. And before any of you guys go out there and assume that I've been running my whole life, let me paint this picture for you really quickly. I was a former college football player all the way up until 2017. Most of my life through high school and college, I have always played football. So a lot more fast twitch, strength, and explosiveness. Very few times in my life before the age of 25 did I ever run more than 1 mile. So me accomplishing 1 marathon a month in all of 2023 was something that changed my life completely. But before we get into what I learned after running 12 marathons in 12 months, story time. Back in ancient Greece, around 490 BCE, the Persian Empire set its sights on Athens. A Greek soldier named Pheidippides, I got that right, was tasked with running roughly 26 miles from Marathon to Athens to seek reinforcements. Pheidippides pulled off this incredible feat, securing help from Sparta and ensuring victory at the Battle of Marathon. But he didn't stop there. He rushed back to Athens to announce the triumph, uttering the term Nike before collapsing. If you guys know what Nike means now, obviously it's a brand, but it means the god of victory. Fast forward to the 1908 London Olympics, where the marathon distance was then set at 26.2 miles to accommodate the royal family's request to view the finish of the race. So that's actually why they added 0.2 on to the 26 miles. And that, my friends, is how the first iconic distance of 26.2 miles became to be. Now that we have some context and an origin story on the marathon itself, some of you may be wondering, how did I complete 12 marathons in 12 months? And when was the first time I completed my own marathon? The first marathon I ever completed was on my 26th birthday, February 20th, 2021. This was the first time I ever completed the entire distance of the marathon. I had tried it times before, completely failed because I did not prepare myself mentally, physically, or nutritionally to complete the distance. Obviously, as a former football player, there was a ton of doubt, a ton of uncertainty and fear about endurance running. Most of the running I ever did in my life was for punishment. It was never out of enjoyment. It was never out of seeking solitude. It was never out of the joy of testing yourself and getting out of your comfort zone. And it wasn't until I read the book by David Goggins. If you don't know who David Goggins is, we'll make sure we insert some Goggins clips. But his book, Can't Hurt Me, gave me a different approach on how to face discomfort and how to face challenges. And I wanted to do something that was completely out of my comfort zone. So the first marathon I ever did was my 26th birthday, and that day changed a lot internally. And I want you guys to understand, I'm not special. I'm not different. Anyone can accomplish the things that I have done. I truly believe that with a level of confidence and discipline and some delusion and some consistency and some patience, any human can accomplish these things. Now I want to dive into one of the most transformational experiences of my life, running 12 marathons in 12 months. I traveled all over the world for different races, experiences, moments. Here's a quick list of the races I did last year. January, Houston Marathon. February, Austin Marathon. March, the Los Angeles Marathon. April, the legendary Boston Marathon. May, the Dallas, Texas Triple Marathon. June, the Grandma's Marathon. July, San Francisco. August, Leadville. September, Berlin. First time in Germany. October, Chicago. November, New York City, the Mecca. And then December, the beautiful Lady Bird Lake Trail, which was not even a real race. I just did it around Lady Bird, which is here in Austin, Texas. And now after completing all these marathons, a lot of training and discipline and diligence in taking care of my body, eating the right things, feeling myself during, post, pre, all the things. Here are some of the biggest takeaways I got after completing this challenge. The first thing is discipline. The cornerstone of any marathoner's journey. Training for it, completing the actual distance. It's obviously a physical feat. But what this does mentally for a lot of people that end up running or marathoners or ultra marathoners, it's something that is undeniable. The level of discipline that gets created during a training block, showing up for yourself, even though you don't want to, even though it's cold outside, even though it's hot, like it's truly in those moments that you respect the distance, you respect the level of work and grind and time that it takes to actually complete a marathon. The thing about the marathon is it's much more like life than most other sports. It's something that you have to endure. There's going to be highs and lows. There's going to be peaks and valleys. And how you feel each day isn't going to be the best. Sometimes you might not feel that great, but you still have to show up. No different in life. Sometimes your boss isn't the greatest, or your coworkers are rude, or you might be having a bad day personally, but you still have to show up. And there's levels of self-discipline that are required to succeed in marathons or just to complete them that also translate into every single day life. The power of showing up day in and day out, putting one foot in front of the other and coming with a good attitude, it's a transferable skill that no matter where you are in life, you can incorporate it into your day-to-day and it will improve you as a human. Second thing I learned, delusion. All of us have certain levels of delusion. What that is it gives you faith when there's absolutely nothing present in your life that indicates that you should believe. That is delusion. You having such an unwavering confidence and belief in yourself that this is attainable. Like, every single marathoner is somewhat delusional to think that they can hit a PR or that they think that they can complete the distance. And it's super healthy to have that. All of us, we should believe in ourselves more than anyone else believes in us. Because if we don't believe in ourselves, then how is someone else going to believe in my story? How is someone else going to be able to cheer me on? How is someone else going to support me? We need to believe in the mission and the goal and the challenge that we put in front of us so that we can then go attain it and go complete it. And whether you succeed or fail, it's just having the delusional confidence to attempt something, to put yourself in an environment to maybe fail, to maybe succeed. And that is truly half the battle. Next, we have the community. This is something that is extraordinary about the running community. Running is seemingly a solitary sport. You go do it on your own. You don't necessarily need other people. But there is something powerful about running with other humans. Whether it's at a club, whether it's with your friends and family, whether it's at an actual race, the level of support and empathy and kindness that exudes on race days, on run clubs, is something that is special. To get that feeling, to understand what it's like to run with other people, to have people enduring the pain that you're going through, is something that is special. I almost can not judge a friendship or value a friendship based on how many miles I've ran with someone, but there is something to be said when you've been able to share 50 miles with somebody, 100 miles, 10 miles, whatever it is. If you run with your run club every single month and you run 5 miles a week and you start to add up those miles, like you get to know these people for an extended period of time, and it's a beautiful thing. And I think that there's something powerful about connecting people through shared suffering. And the community within running is something that I haven't seen before. And personally for me, I just gotta give a major shout out to all of you that have supported me on this channel, through other social media platforms. I truly can't do what I do without the support of all of you guys. And whether I've met you at a shakeout run that I've hosted, or one that I've been a part of, or at a race, or at a local restaurant, or whatever it is, it honestly humbles me every single time I get to meet someone that supports me and that has gotten impacted in some capacity after watching a video. And that is truly the power of not only content, but what running can do for other people. The last lesson I learned was how every marathon is a challenge. No matter how many races you've accomplished, no matter how many times you've finished a marathon or an ultra, every single one of them offer its own challenge. And that is something that you have to respect, because the distance itself doesn't change, but the variables on any given day change. And that can shift the experience that you have. It can shift the challenge that you face on that day. It can shift your perspective about the race itself. And I think that it's a beautiful thing that no matter how many races you've conquered or how fast your PR is, every marathon will humble you in a different way. The result of being able to overcome that adversity is more valuable than the cost of admission. Every marathon offers different adversity and ways to overcome that. And I think it's something that is beautiful about the sport itself. Over the course of 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, you have a lot of time to talk to yourself. You have a lot of time to play the internal battle and to be able to overcome that voice and to showcase what you're able to do and how you overcome, even if you don't set a PR, the ability to overcome your own doubt and your own uncertainty and insecurity is a powerful thing. And it's why I will continue to run marathons, even though I've accomplished so many. It's that every single year that you do it, you're at a different stage. You're at a different season of life. The question should be, can you do it again? Can you do it when you have less time to train? Can you do it if you just got 2 dogs? Or can you do it if you just got married? Or if you have a family? Or if you have your first kid? The ability to do it, even with the variables that are crazy with all of our lives, is the challenge. A lot of people are one-time marathoners. They've done it once, they had the sticker on the car, and they'll never do it again. I truly believe in this ongoing pursuit of bettering yourself, of improving, and just improving year to year. That might just be to accomplish one. It doesn't have to mean that you have to set a PR every single time you run. No. Part of that ongoing quest is just keeping yourself in the shape to attempt it, keeping yourself in the shape to complete it. And I believe every marathon is a lesson, and every marathon brings its own challenges. As humans, you have to go seek it. Those are the top 4 lessons I learned through my journey of running 12 marathons in 12 months. First is the discipline of showing up. Second is having a level of delusional confidence in yourself, believing in yourself before anyone else believes in you. The third thing, the running community and the power of having people along the journey with you. And then the fourth is embracing the challenge of what the marathon has to offer, because it is going to humble you every single time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of what I've learned after running 12 marathons in 12 months. I hope to see all of you guys at a race in the future. Keep running, keep crushing it. We'll see you soon. Peace.